Yesterday we spoke about hearing, the heel. In other words, strengthening our relationship with God through heeding His commandments. The second verse right after that, Moshe Rabbeinu continues and says, Va'ahevcha, and God will love you. Uverachecha, and He will bless you. V'yirbecha is going to multiply you. Uberach privitnocha is going to bless the fruit of your womb, your children, and on and on and on. Amazing blessings. Loving, blessing, children. Listen to an amazing conversation the Rebbe had with his late father-in-law, the previous Rebbe, and how the Rebbe shared it with a few youngsters. But before this, let's express our love to Hashem, our thank you to Hashem. Part of heeding His commandments is to give tzedakah. And I'm not sure exactly what year this happened, but that was still during the lifetime of the previous Rebbe. So that must have been somewhere 45, 46, those years approximately. But the Rebbe was not Rebbe yet. He was known as the Rebbe's son-in-law. He used to call him the Ramash for the initials of his name. And one particular day, the Rebbe came out of the room of the previous Rebbe. It was actually on one flight up. The Rebbe came down, and there were a few young boys. Particularly was Rabbi Edelman with Rabbi Fogelman. That time they were not rabbis yet, they were not shluchim yet. They were boys, yeshiva boys, youngsters. And the Rebbe looks at them. Would you like to hear a amazing thought I just heard from the Rebbe? That was from his father-in-law. Obviously, we want to hear. And the Rebbe says the following. Sometimes, you might have noticed that the shul, the 770 that is, all kinds of Jewish people went there. There could be people who are observant, people who are less observant, people who come from a observant background and unfortunately are slacking off, people who come in from homes that are completely unobservant backgrounds. And they all walk into shul, either to prayer, for curiosity, whatever it is. And I have a habit of welcoming them. Welcome them warmly. Hello, shalom aleichem, and so on, with a very warm, pleasant demeanor. A while ago, I was stopped by one of the elder chassidim and rebuked me, told me that my behavior is inappropriate. When you are welcoming so warmly a young man or a person who has left the fold, who has not entered the fold yet, but you welcome him so warmly, you are condoning it, you are accepting it, you are encouraging it, you are supporting this kind of behavior. Now that's unacceptable. You should do just the opposite. You should be, how come we don't see you enough in shul, or similar kind of statements? And the Rebbe said, I asked my father-in-law, I asked the Rebbe, what attitude should I take? The friendly, the warm, the welcoming, or the more severe one? And the Rebbe says, my father-in-law said the following. God has many children, just like a parent. First child, you love him. Second child, you love him. On and on. And then, unfortunately, there's a child that's born with some kind of a physical defect, an ailment. You express even more love towards him. And by expressing more love towards this child, automatically you will love all the other children even more. God is the same way. God has many children. Some are perfect, some have a tefillin defect, some have a kosher food defect, Some have family purity defects. Everybody has that defect. Says God, Va'ahevcha. I love you in singular, each and every one of you. This is how God relates and deals with us. So the Rebbe, the previous Rebbe says to the Rebbe, I want you to behave just like the Eibishter. What a beautiful message for us to emulate, especially in these days. We're coming from Tisha B'Av, we're going to Tu B'Av. Let us share our love with every single one the way he is. And through this love, person will come better, and together we will come to Mashiach.